Hi. Okay, so as you can see, I finally made another theme-based video. Flip. I have a fan over me. Now my hair are going to annoy me. Sorry. This is the first time my camera is so far away. I am very happy because now I can move my hands a bit. I have to still hold the mic. Why? Because if I put it over here, I think I'll have to speak even louder, and I don't want to because it's night and everybody will wake up. So, not consistency, flip. Anyways, I'm sorry. I memorized the thing that I'm going to talk about. Not memorized as in word by word. Like I memorized, like, okay, this is the title. This is going to be the title, and then I forgot it. Everything is for a reason. Yeah, that's the title. I remember now. So, essentially, we're gonna start. I'm gonna give you three stories that from my own life to kind of try to explain what I mean by that. And also, I'm rubbing this because I have paint over my fingers, and it's quite good when you fidget like this. But okay, I'll stop. So, essentially, first of all, the first story I will use is from last year, and what actually happened in that time was that essentially, it was media studies class. Before media studies class, in arts class, I noticed there was this one person who I had also noticed being in media studies. Actually, no. Wait, I'm mixing it up. I'm sorry. Essentially, what actually happened is I saw this student in media studies class who showed up with her art stuff, and she just put them down. And I don't know. I am an introvert. I might be introverted, but whenever I see another person, if they have other friends around them, I don't want to even try to talk to them because I don't know. I like talking one on one more. So I saw that she didn't have anybody to talk to at that time. So I was like, oh, hey. At that time, sorry, I hadn't arrived. So I was like, hi, do you take arts? And we talked for a little bit, like very little. And then we found out that sir wasn't going to come today. So it was like, I called my mother, and she was like, oh, the driver, I'll send the driver, but it would still take him some time because my school was like 30 minutes away. So I get out of class and I just start walking towards the cafeteria. The cafeteria is on the third floor. So I walk and I'm climbing the stairs, and then I feel like somebody's following me. And I look behind, and it's her. It's the same person, and for some reason I think I was either drunk or something, because I said something that I don't think I would ever say, which is, "Are you stalking me?" And I was saying it with laughter. I think, oh hey, what are you doing? You're stalking me or something, like, what's up? And she just said yes, and says, oh, she was like, maybe, I don't know. And I was like, oh, okay. You wanna go up to the cafeteria? She was like, yeah, sure. I went up to the cafeteria and we talked for a bit. What I didn't realize was that this is going to be one of the closest friends that I make in this school, because this was my first year in the school. I had just I happened to go to A levels. I had made friends before even, but I had not, up to that point, and even now, one of my closest friends in the whole school is her. Literally. I'm not joking. She has a. She doesn't have any siblings. I have siblings. She has a pet cat. Okay? And essentially, we had this joke after which I've named her cat like a nickname. I have my own nickname for her cat. I've never met that cat in my life, but I have my own nickname for him, which is Kittler. And I know that rhymes with Hitler, and that's the point. Where it was the joke that he might be the reincarnation of that dictator. Anyways, back to the point. At that time, it seemed like it was nothing. It was just a new friendship, right? But now it's been almost a year, and it's like she is one of my closest friends. I don't know if she considers me her closest friend. I don't think she does. But for me, in this school, She is my closest friend. I have not talked about those amount of things with anyone else. And that's the thing, like, that's the first story I have, that for everything happens for a reason. The sir was absent. I just happened to be a bit confident that day, so I talked to her, and she didn't follow me actually. She told me later on she wasn't actually following me. What she was doing was she was looking for her friend. It just so happened that she was going the same path, and before she could change and divert and go to the other way, I just turned and said, "Why are you stalking me?" And she's even more of an introverted than me, if I do consider myself an introvert, but she is genuinely an introvert. So she was like, in the moment I was just like, oh, yes. So, uh, yeah. So those series of things happened for a reason, and now I have a friend that is really close to me, that I'm really close to, even if she doesn't think I am. Another like story example is a bit serious. My grandfather passed away. My maternal grandfather passed away in, I think, 2019. Yeah, it's been like 4 or 5 years since he passed away. Maybe 6. I haven't counted. I'm not good with maths that much. And it is sad. I mean, I'm smiling now, but yeah, it is what it is. But fortunately or unfortunately, there's always positive and a negative to every situation. And I guess the negative is my grandfather passed away before I could, like, for me personally, before I could become something. And genuinely, if I look back, by the time, as the time was getting closer to his passing away, I wasn't that close to him anymore. So that was sad. So I do have one good memory, which is like, I think a day before his passing, we had this, a day or like 2 days before, we had this party. Uh, I think it was his birthday, maybe not his birthday. Something else, I guess. But like essentially, we had my mother held a party with calling her cousins and their children, who are my cousins, and my grandfather's siblings even. It was a whole thing. And my grandfather had been sick, so that day he was feeling a bit better. And I remember I was the one who, after the party, I helped. He was feeling a bit weak, so I actually helped him get in the indoors again. So at least I had that good memory. But yeah, uh, I he passed away. And the problem was my grandparents lived by themselves, and they had servants. And the problem was, my according to my parents, you just it didn't feel right to leave my grandmother all alone with a bunch of servants in a different household, even if we're just like a walk away. Like I could literally walk to this very house. This is my grandmother's house, grandparents' house, but like, yeah, my grandmother's the only one alive now. So my parents got the upper portion renovated, and now we're here. And how does this affect the whole thing? Well, in the previous house, I had to sleep with my parents in the summers. If I stayed up late, I was still a bit scared because my parents could at any moment come and check on me a lot more, be a lot more of a helicopter parent. Now they don't do that much. It might be because of my age even. I'm 18 now. But it is also because I now sleep downstairs with my grandmother in the summers. And the reason why they used to do this, like sleep with the parents, sleep with the grandmother, was because of the air conditioner. Don't waste money, put it only turn on as least as possible. So my grandmother's AC so turned on right now, and my parents' rooms AC turned on. So now I can stay up late. I will get scolded, but I can stay up late. And the house is larger now. The places where I can go and sit down and concentrate on my studies or concentrate on YouTube or whatever, there are more places now. So, unfortunately, my grandfather passed away, but it did bring a positive shift in my life. So, that's nice. And the final story is, well, COVID-19. I'm one of the kids who had their teenage years taken up with staying at home. Yay. One second. Why do I hear someone? Huh. I don't know. I just thought somebody was there. I don't know. Anyways, so I was like, where was I? Oh yeah, COVID-19. So, COVID-19 happened, and in 2019, yeah, I did say my grandfather passed away in 2019. I didn't remember exactly. I don't think it was exactly 2019. I think it was 2020 maybe. But I don't remember. I don't really want to remember that much. But what COVID brought was a pandemic and many lives lost even. But on the flip side, it also brought a lot of positive for me. Yes, it did. My grades did decrease because I was not focusing on studies that much because I had to do it on a laptop. You can obviously open another tab and turn on something else. And that had some bad influence. But it also had some good influence. And in my opinion, maybe the opinion will change later, but essentially, I learned about YouTube a lot. How to find a niche, all those things. And now, after like I think 3-4 years doing that, of just passively consuming that type of content, I can tell like, oh yeah, I don't agree with niches. I feel like this is better because of this reason. What are those reasons? I don't want to put them into this into this video, so I'm not gonna mention them. But in basic sense, I don't agree with them because niching down too much, or like even niching down is looked upon as the only way to become big on YouTube, which I find kind of ironic because most of the larger creators right now technically are niche down. They made their own niches, so it's kind of weird. So for me, in my opinion, I'm not able to go too much into niching. Anyways, yeah, these were the 3 stories. Now, I don't know if you'll understand anything from this. I don't know if you'll learn anything from this. But I hope you do. If you do, great. If you don't, I'm sorry, I tried. I thought about this like, oh yeah, I'm gonna choose these 3 stories. So I'm sorry it didn't work out for you. This is vlog 32. See you in vlog 31. Actually, I'm not gonna say bye. Actually, I'm gonna change my ending, because I write this ending in my description and I want to start saying this. So I'm gonna start from the beginning. This is vlog 32. See you in vlog 33. Have a nice day. Bye. I'm still gonna say bye.